So I just did a podcast and it didn't record properly. It skipped. So I'm kind of doing another one, but I don't want to do it's Audacity. I use Audacity and it jumped and well, it's a pain in the arse, isn't it? It's a pain in the arse. I think it. I think I know the answer in a really boring way. I don't quite know why it did it, but I think I know why it did it. I think. What the hell is going on with Netflix today? Why is Netflix being absolutely shit? Anyone? Anyone? Let me tweet that. Why is at Netflix not working? Anyway, we'll just see if this works. So, welcome to episode 7B of Iain Lee versus Radio. This is the podcast where it's kind of, at the moment, it's sort of set up to try and sell the live shows that I'm doing. Go to iainlee.com to see them all. I'll go through some of them in a bit. It might evolve into something else. I just don't know. We'll sort of see where it goes, really. Okay. I keep going to give out the phone number, and I've realised that that me giving out the phone number is kind of my filler, my little it's like chops, my musical chops. It's a thing that I can just throw in to fill. So don't bother phoning. Anyway. A lot of people have said, no, here's the thing. I don't know what to say in this now. I recorded a 15-minute podcast and it was, oh, hello? I thought that was someone breaking into the house. I'm in the house on my own. I recorded a 15-minute podcast and, well, the stuff that was in it, and I feel kind of almost false and fake trying to bring it back and do it again a second time. I don't know quite how to. So I don't really know what to say. I said everything I had to say. I'm tired. It's 9:20. I've just turned the telly on and tried to watch some telly for the first time in ages. I saw Casualty is still on. Is Casualty always on, or is it like the 30th anniversary of Casualty and they're having a reunion or something? And then I watched like 2 minutes of this fucking awful thing, which I'd heard of, I'd never seen before. Mock the Week. Oh God, it was awful. I hate panel shows. I did a few panel shows. I never came off well on panel shows. They Think It's All Over twice, and I hated it. Hated it. Gary Lineker was really rude to me. I mean, I shouldn't have been on there, and I don't know about sports, and it was really early on during the 11 o'clock show, really early on. And Harry Thompson, who produced the 11 o'clock show, also produced They Think It's All Over. And so he kind of got me on there. And the first time I thought, yeah, this will be fun. It was not. It was humiliating. And then I did it a second time. He taught me. He's very persuasive. Nice guy, Harry. He's dead now, unfortunately. Wrote a brilliant book about Peter Cook. And he persuaded me to do a second one. And I really wish I hadn't, because, it was awful. I did 8 out of 10 cats twice. The first one I got called in at short notice because my mate Dom was producing it. He also produced the 11 o'clock show. And it was on the July the 7th, the day the bombs went off. And so a couple of people had pulled out. I think Richard Madeley had pulled out. And I think Jonathan Ross. That's what I was told at the time. And Dom phoned me up sort of like 3 PM and said, we're in a bit of trouble. We're recording tonight. Would you come along? I said, yeah, no, of course I will. I was a bit more sure of my powers then. And I went, and I missed the rehearsal. All these things are scripted and rehearsed. There's a little bit of kind of ad-lib and impro in some of these things. But there's a really weird meeting where you sit down with the writers and they hand out these scripts that have got all the, kind of the comedy answers, and you take your pick. And I'd missed that. And I got there just as the dress rehearsal was finishing. What was weird about this was BBC was in lockdown, so there was no audience. So we're filming it. I've not had a chance to rehearse or really meet anybody. And there's no audience. It's in an empty studio. It was weird. And I didn't really know they're very boisterous environments, panel shows, where people are trying to get their gags in, get their bits in. And I'd come from the 11 o'clock show where it was kind of more, this is your bit, this is your bit, this is your bit. You know, this people, it's a very aggressive environment. Not the ones I went on, I found not particularly cooperative or sharing. Didn't like them. Anyway, I was on Sean Meo's team. Sean Meo? No, not Sean Meo. Sean Locke. And I think Sean Locke is brilliant. He's one of the funniest people around. And I was a bit nervous to be on his team, so I was a big fan. And I obviously said the wrong thing. I think I cut into a gag that he was doing. He was doing a little set piece, and I think I cut into it, or I contradicted him, or something, and it pissed him off. And so when I went to do my little set piece, he kept interrupting, going, go on then, be funny. No, go on, you do it. And after a couple of minutes, I went, I'm all right, actually. No, go on, let's hear what you got, you do it. And I said, do you know what, Sean? No, I'm all right, actually. I'll keep quiet. And I did, and I was hardly in the show. And it was really weird, and it was tense, and I don't know, maybe he was having a bad day. I don't know, maybe he's a wanker. I don't know the bloke. I've always thought he was funny, and I found it really upsetting. And at the end of it, I went home, I thought, fuck, that was weird, man. You know, I was doing a favour to someone. And Jimmy Carr, of all people, phoned me up and left a message saying, I'm really sorry. That was really embarrassing. I don't know what was going on, and I'm really sorry. Which I thought was nice, which I thought was lovely. And I went and did it a few weeks later, and I was on the other fella's team, the Geordie fellow whose name escapes me. Didn't like it. But I still think Sean Locke's funny. I mean, that was a humiliating night, and obviously I still bear a grudge, but I think Sean Locke's brilliant, you know. What other panel shows have I done? I did a weird one with Les Dennis hosting it, and I was on a team with Nick Hancock and Robin Ince, and Robin did a similar thing. It's just a really aggressive situation, and I don't thrive in those situations. I kind of thrive when I was hosting the 11 o'clock show, when I was hosting Rise, when I'm hosting the radio show where I'm kind of in charge. And I always feel weird when I'm a guest on someone else's radio show because it's not my environment. I don't know. I'm not in control. So what other panel shows have I done? Not too many more. I really, I don't like them. Anyway, so that's that. So I'm doing a tour. There are some nice T-shirts that have been printed up by Scott Balcony, who is excellent. Let's give him a cheeky little call. He didn't answer the phone last time, but he might answer it this time. Hang on. I don't know where the microphone is on this. Is it there? He's not going to answer again.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service. The person you are calling is unable to take your call.
I don't know where the microphone is on this thing. There.
To re-record your message,
there.
#.
Hello, Scott. It's Ian. I still want to know if I'm going to get killed next time I go to Japan. Cheers. So that's that. So yeah, doing a live show. I'm doing selling T-shirts. I make not a lot of money from them. I'll make a little bit more when I sell them at the venues. But if you buy them online, I think after VAT and all of that, I get about £3.50. Thank you very much. But Scott's done a brilliant job at designing them. He also designed the tour poster. So if you go to balconyshirts.co.uk, you can have a little look there. The tour is happening. If you want to come, first one's 8th of July, the Norden Farm Arts Centre in Maidenhead. 01628 788 997. That's actually not very far away, is it? Shit. That's quite near. That's worrying. Then it's the 1st of August in Whitstable in Kent, the Horsebridge Arts and Community Centre. 10th of September, Comedia in Brighton. I'm looking forward to all of them. That one in particular. 0845. It's weird. I'm not allowed to mention the gigs on my show, but if I go on someone else's show, I can. Into that one. 01905 611 427. 26th of September, the Rondo Theatre in Bath. 10th of October, 1 p.m. and 9:15. And then the last two shows, the 17th of October at Luton Library Theatre. The Birmingham ones sold out really, really well. The Birmingham ones selling really, really well, which is good because I do a show there. I do two shows Saturday, 10 till 12. Now, my Netflix, yours is all working. Mine is not. I'm watching on my Xbox. Is that the problem? Oh well. Anyway, I'm boring you now. I'm hoping that this is recorded, otherwise I wasted more time. Thanks very much, everybody. Ta-ta.
I would not say yes, but I certainly would not say no.
Okay, so I've decided I'm going to put the first podcast on here, even though it skips. So what you're about to hear is the first episode 7, because I've just worked out that that one skips a bit as well. I don't know what's going on. If anyone knows, I'm using Audacity. I don't know what's going on. Something. Anyway, so you're about to hear the first episode 7 that I recorded that's completely different from this episode 7, but it skips. Up to you, isn't it? Ta-ta. Hi guys, are you received? That's a bit peaky, isn't it? Hang on, I don't know how to turn the peak down. I don't know how to do this. Oh, hang on, that's right up there. If I turn that down there, is that better? That's quiet. Hang on, bear with me. If we split the difference, bish bash bosh, have a banana. How's your father? How is your father? Miss mine. Miss you, Dad. You were a dodge pot and a plum. I didn't know you very well, but I miss you. Now, I'm eating my supper. It's burnt pasta and mushrooms. I don't really like mushrooms. I think I'm not. You should turn it up a bit. I'm not allergic to mushrooms, but I think I'm close to being allergic to mushrooms. I'm kind of just. They don't actually have any effect on me, negatively. I just don't like them a lot. Am I shouting? I don't like them a lot. So I wouldn't call that an allergy. I am allergic to hot chocolate. I really am. And I always think, well, maybe I'm not allergic to hot chocolate, so I'll have a hot chocolate. I don't always think that. That'd be insane. So I'll have a hot chocolate, and then afterwards I get really lethargic and sweaty, and I feel nauseous and a bit dizzy, and I get very sweary. So, which is a shame because I like hot chocolate. Here's the thing. I like hot chocolate, but I'm allergic to it. I don't really like mushrooms, and I'm not quite allergic to them. Anyway, Saturday night, 8 o'clock. I've got fuck all to do. Feeling a bit restless, a bit bored, a little bit lonely. People say, we like these podcasts. Welcome to Iain Lee versus Radio. I'm doing a live tour. That's what this is an advert for, and we'll get to that in a bit. People say, we like the honesty of your podcast. I worry that I'm a little bit too honest. You'll now rush and say, whoa, no, we like it. I know you like it. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if it's appropriate. And I've also got to think, where will my head be in 20 years' time? And will I want this? I don't know. Anyway, so it's Friday. Everyone's out. I'm home alone. And there's some tiny Italian burglars breaking into me. There's not. Breaking into me? So I'm looking at the stuff that people are tweeting me. Hang on a second. Anyway. So, what was I saying? Oh, God knows. Anyway, everyone's out. I'm about to watch something on Netflix, but I don't know what. And let's be honest, it'll be a little bit disappointing. So, doing the podcast. I wonder if I can phone Scott up. Scott's made these T-shirts. Are you Japanese? Because if you are, Scott's made these T-shirts. Scott Balcony from Balcony Shirts. I'll be selling on the tour. You can also buy them online. Okay, I make a lot of money. I make, so you know what I'm saying. We're not rolling it in here. Rolling it in. But there's some Japanese. Kind of thought I just look cool, but now a Japanese fella on Facebook has posted, well, I can't. In Japan. Where's the microphone on this?
Welcome to the O2 messaging service. The person you're
Scott.
calling is unable to take your call. Please leave your message after the tone. Record your message, key hash at any time.
Hello, Scott. It is Ian. I was wondering, you're right. What does it say in Japanese on that T-shirt, man? I'm worried that if I go to Japan, they'll do like a Paul McCartney on me and put me in prison because I've got weed in my wife's bag. Anyway, bye. So that's that. Anyway, they actually really cool T-shirts, and we might do another one, and I might be selling badges. My friend Lucy, who is brilliant, is going to make me some badges, but I don't know what to put on the badges. Any suggestions of what to put on the badges? Then let me know. I nearly gave out the phone number. Oh, hey, listen, right? So I do the breakfast show on BBC Three Counties Radio, and I'm loving it. I love the show. It's just that getting up. It's just that getting up so early that is killing me. I hate it. And I don't know how sustainable that is. I also do two shows on BBC WM, BBC West Midlands, on a Friday afternoon, 2 till 4. And on Trumpet altogether, because I haven't got one. Today's show hit the groove, man, straight away. And it flew. Everything just kind of interconnected, and it was a real joy. So listen to that. Yesterday's was brilliant as well. Those two shows. Today's is one of the best shows I've ever done. I'm gonna say it, one of the best shows they've ever had on BBC WM. Yesterday's show was really, really good as well. Really good. Really made me laugh. So I've won an award for them, and I've got their listener figures up. Huh, guys? And I'm on fire at the moment. What could possibly go wrong? Let's go to your tweets. Is it ever too late to get into radio, says Kyle? No. Good question. What's been your personal most moving radio moment as a presenter, says Anne? My personal most moving radio? Okay, the first thing that springs to mind is Matty Boom Boom, Calm Down. When we sang Matty Boom Boom, Calm Down for 20 minutes to a widower. No. It was when Matt was telling us about his wife, his Margaret, being ill and then passing away. Yeah, that was a tough one. And it wasn't long after I'd lost my dad, and, we all kind of teared up. Catherine teared up. I think Kelly may have lost someone. And it all just kind of, it was a privilege to hear that. A privilege. So that'll do for the moment. What's your beef with Scott Mills? There are people on the radio circuit who accuse other people on the radio of their ideas or nicking ideas from other countries, thinking that people won't know about. Finger has, rightly or wrongly, been pointed towards Scott Mills. Please. Oh yeah. I'm just waiting for it. Mike said, "Who's the best looking? Is it me or Vancity Reynolds?" Oh, it's you, Mike. Definitely you. Loving the bid. Who's better, says Darren. My mum or your cat? Better at what, Darren? Huh? Here's one. Do you wish you were at Glastonbury, says Derek. No, I don't. We can probably... how do I get the telly to work, Mum? Is Glastonbury will... It was you. Nick Knowles. Get it. How do I get Glastonbury? on the telly. Since I'm pressing the red button.
Hokkaido's frozen inhabitants, the thaw can't come.
Oh, balls. Back to Nick Knowles. Hang on. I want Glastonbury coverage. Awful. Press select for Glastonbury. 3 choices. Okay. Anymore. I remember a meeting at a TV thing about 5 years ago, and they were going to write the red button on. I kept saying to TV programmes, let me do a commentary on it live. What? Oh, shut up. Let me do like a commentary of the programme or the film or something. And I would have done it for next to nothing. This isn't, hang on. Sorry. This is not the podcast you were hoping to get. Red? Oh, no, it's rubbish. Shut up. All rubbish. Who in the world of showbiz would, again? That is an excellent question, Gavin. Daniel Bedingfield. Will Kelly Betts ever get her own microphone, Andrea? Wonder. Working for the BBC. Connor, that's an excellent question. You know, I can't answer that as honest. The thing I struggle with most at the BBC, I can answer this to a certain extent. One is I really struggle being impartial when it comes to political type things. Tory, Lib Dem. Political with a small p. You have to be impartial at the BBC, kind of right for wrong. You have to speak out about it. And that's really the only thought slightly at the BBC. Also, I love the people working in it. Sorry, guys, going from commercial, everyone in commercial should work for that. Why won't my petrol lawnmower start turning? I don't. Mama Creams ever had a slippery nipple? All the time. It says, is the rumour that you'll be manning your own merch stall true? Yeah, it'd be me. Listen, Simon. Right, Simon is going to be is my tech guy, and he's kind of helped me put the show together, and he's been my best friend for, I don't know, 22 years, something like that. Bloody hell. And I'll be, and I say merch stall. There'll be like 15 t-shirts and a box of badges. That's it. Is the show calibrated to assume drinking during the interval? Yeah, the second half is weaker. So you get, you need to be pissed. Ian's good questions, man. If you were given the power to reorganise UK public holidays, which one would you move first and to which date? Boxing Day to June the 9th. There we go. How's about them apples? Because Boxing Day, look at these porn bots. I mean, that's a porn bot. That really is a porn. Let's talk about the live show. Again, apologies. Apparently there's a problem with this week's BBC podcast, and I just think it slipped through the cracks. It'll be with you soon. Don't panic. So, I'm doing this tour. It's called Iain Lee versus Radio. It's 90 minutes. There's an interval in the middle of, I would say, 13, 15 minutes, something like that. Let's split the difference and say it's 14. And it's me talking about... Why are you doing that? It's me talking about how I got into radio, how kind of, my TV career, let's be honest, guys, faltered. Let's be honest. And what I love about radio, what I hate about radio, some of the people I've worked with, some of the people I hated, Nana Raymond. It's punctuated with clips of radio. Not many of me. I think there's 3 clips of me. Maybe 4. It's mainly bits of other people on the radio that I have found or I've come across or I was listening to it when it happened. Like brilliant bits, but brilliant for all the wrong reasons. They're really funny, honestly. They're really funny. And it's that, and it's not stand-up. I keep stressing this, man. It's not stand-up. I'm not a stand-up comedian. I did it for a few years. I was crap. I had some good nights, but I was crap. I'm glad I did it because it kind of helped me, I'm glad I do all those things. Lonely man sitting in his living room on a Saturday night talking to you slackers. First day is very, very soon, and I need to do some work, and I'm really putting off doing the work. 8th of July. It's a 01628 788 997. The Horsebridge Arts and Community Centre in Whitstable. Horsebridge Art Centres and performing there and seeing them, because I love art centres. I love them. And there are some brilliant ones, and I'm digging that. 10th of September, I'm playing Comedia in Brighton. 11th September, Huntingdon Hall in Worcester. 12th of September, I'm worrying about... Actually, I don't know. I've not checked the ticket sales. I will check ticket sales in the week. 01793 Cambridge. 01223 511 511. That's a fun number. Theatre in Bath. 10th of October, it's a Saturday. I'm doing 2 shows at the Mac in Birmingham, one at 7. Coming home, the Luton Library Theatre, which is a cracking venue. And they've been Luton Library Theatre. And the 22nd of October, the Hanger Farm Arts Centre in Totton, 683. That's not a phone number, is it? It might be. I'll give it a call, see what happens. The screen, there's some animations, there's some clips, there's some funny photos, there's some audio. But I will be sticking around after all of these gigs if you want to get a picture taken, if you want to hang out, if you've got any questions you want to ask me. It's just because I'll be doing the radio show the next morning. But, come and if you see me, come and say hello and, pass. Drew, when's the soup coming back? Oh, not with me. Katia says, do you know the award? Fucked us over! Carpet Martin says, if you had the choice, would you have no front teeth? I hate them. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll say goodnight. Ta-ta!
I am Broken Britain.